Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Rams, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
2nd and 16.
Single.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench into what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now a throw here to his running back. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. To throw again on second down. Wilson. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Fields on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Fields. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 3rd and long. It's Fields. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Complete. Smith has it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From the 50, here's Fields. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. On 1st down, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now here's a throw that's complete, and he's brought down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 39, Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this returnable for Hill. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And some room to roam now. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A dump off to Elliott. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here comes the Rams punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Hill on the return. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Play action. It's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, let's go. 53's the mic.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
14.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. On 3rd down, Wilson. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. On first down, it's Fields. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Fields throwing again. Gets this one to Hill. Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on second down. Fields. And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far.
58, Mike, 58.
This time they stay on the ground. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
Let's go, baby. Let's
Well,
go.
after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
This is intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears, for the Seahawks. And they had success all season throwing the football. No reason for that to change in the playoffs, as they've continued to move the ball well through the air.
Here comes Justin Fields and the rest of the Bears offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 39, Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one left side caught by Gibson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He is going to find Hill here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Out of the gun, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
A handoff for Gibson.
A strong running. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Gibson.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Here's Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So let's glance at a player spotlight now with Russell Wilson. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
58's the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Double tight. 3 down.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
You got 3 down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A carry for Gibson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, Mike 12. Mike 12, Mike 12.
Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Mike 12. Mike 12.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14.
Mike 12. Mike 12. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Here's Gibson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I know you feel that. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check Mike 12.
Now on 2nd and 16. Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Single.
Here's Fields. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
4 down. Alert. Mike 22, Mike 22.
They'll try to run with Gibson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Antonio Gibson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Wilson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
58's the mic, 58's the mic.
Here's Wilson. Throw right side taken in by Wallace.
Here we go. Let in. Here we go. Choose the mic.
Wilson will throw again. Looking sideline, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that's Elliott, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Elliott. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Wilson. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter. Jordan Fuller there to take him down. 2nd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Wilson's throw pulled in by Marshall. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brad.